There you go. All right. So, you just saw me walk you through a trade. All right. You just saw me walk you through a trade. Today is 9/15/2022. I'll put this one on recording so folks can hear it for later. And this is what normally will happen in the mind of a trader. So you just got a high level view of what I'm thinking. All right. Now, one of you guys mentioned it, and the reason I did that quick exercise is so that it's really for a series in the Discord, but I need to get you to think about trading not as a way to generate money. I know it sounds weird, but just stay with me. I need you to think about trading not as a way to generate money. Okay? I need you to think of trading as a way to lose weight. That's what I need you to do. I need you to think of trading as a way to lose weight. Okay? So let's break that down. Let's break that down. So when a person, or we'll just say get in shape. When a person wants to lose weight or get in shape, what is it that they have to do? Oh, and by the way, while we're talking here, there's a doji on the 3 on the around the market here, so I'm watching. But when you want to lose weight, okay, great. So I'm talking to you guys in the Discord. Some of you guys are saying, you're thinking this: follow the diet rules, eat less, cut calories, decide. Yeah. Discipline. All right. So let's do an exercise here. We got to quantify this stuff. We can't just talk about it. Go get a piece of paper. All right. Go get a piece of paper. All right. Okay. Got a piece of paper right now. All right. On your phone, bring up the notepad on Apple. I don't care what you do. Go get a piece of paper. All right. Here we go. Lose weight. All right. At the very top of the paper, this is just an exercise. Okay. This is a mental exercise. We'll go somewhere with this in a minute. All right. The very top of the paper, right? Lose weight. Okay. Boom. Got it down. All right. Lose weight. Next to that, that's the goal, right? That's the goal. Overarching goal. Let's get more specific. How much weight do you want to lose? All right. I want to lose 50 pounds, right? Let's say 50 pounds, 50. 50 pounds. Okay. All right, cool. All right. When do you want to lose 50 pounds? So top is the goal. Now we'll get a series of questions to really quantify when. When do I want to lose 50 pounds by? All right. So the first thing you need to do is you're gonna have an inclination. You're gonna have a desire to write something down real quick. Well, I want to lose it in this and that, but you don't really know what the general expected term or time frame is for someone to lose this amount of weight. You don't know anything about maybe your makeup, right? You don't know anything about, what you have no clue what it takes to lose 50 pounds in the allotted times. You think you know. All I got to do is cut calories and do that. But you have no clue. You don't know your metabolic rate up. You don't know your BMI. You know nothing. All you know is what you've seen on infomercials and TV. And you say, oh, maybe just lose a little weight. All right. So now we do some research. So the first thing we're going to do some research. Okay. And how much time are you going to put into research? I'm going to research for 1 week. Cool. Who are you going to talk to? I'm going to talk to doctors. I'm going to talk to nutritionists. Write that down. I'm going to talk to trainers. Excellent. 3 subject matter experts to come to a conclusion. So I'm going to do. Cool. Talk to my doctor, and I'm going to take the mean, the average of what they say. Everybody says I can lose 50 pounds in 6 months at a rate of about 10 pounds a month, depending. All right, cool. Right? 10 pounds a month, give or take 8 to 10. Cool. So I'm going to put a goal here, 6 MTS. And I'm going to say, all right, that's part of my goal. Lose weight, 50 pounds, 6 months. Got it. That's the specifics of the goal. Okay. How am I going to get there? First thing I got to do, SWOT, SWOT assessment. All right, cool. What are my strengths? First thing I do, 1, 2, 3, 4. What are my strengths? Let's write down the strength. All right. My strengths are, I persevere. I got the mindset, and whatever is your strengths are. You write that down. All right. So if you know I will work hard. I persevere. I can get up early. I'm an early riser. That's a strength. I'll read books. That's a strength. I can explode at things for the first 2 hours. Whatever your strength is, you write it down. Doesn't matter. Then weakness. All right. I can be kind of lazy. I like to sleep in. I like to eat junk food. Okay. I love candy, bacon, right? Whatever it is, write the weaknesses down. After that, opportunities. What is it about you that can give you an edge? What is it about you that you can use as an opportunity to say, okay, so my opportunity, okay, well, you know what? I got a gym at home. You got a gym at home. That's an opportunity. All right. So in-home gym, or I can work out at home. Okay, cool. What else? Well, you know what? The ladies have been talking about this spinning class, and I got friends that, okay, maybe that's an opportunity. I can use that to my advantage. You know what? My husband or my wife, they like to work out too. They could be my partner. I got an in-house coach. That's another advantage, right? And the list goes on. All right. Then threats. What could potentially block you? All right. You know what? I still got bad food in my refrigerator that I can't eat. So that could be a threat. I could be looking at that. I need to get rid of that. Okay, cool. What else? Okay, my job, man. My job switches so much it could throw my schedule off. Okay, job. All right. And you go down the list. So now you have a clear idea of what it will take to get to your goal. All right. After that, you rewrite your goal and you define it more specifically. You say to yourself, I want to lose weight. Here's the goal. I'm going to lose weight 50 pounds in 6 months. All right. And then you write down, all right, so to do this, I'm going to use this strength. I'm going to attack these weaknesses. I'm going to use this advantage as my opportunity. And I'm going to be aware of these threats. And I'm going to use this to be aware of them. Right. And then you put a plan together and you systematically get to your goal. All right. So we did all of that to help you understand how to day trade. Now, how the heck does that relate to day trading and what we're talking about? This idea of understanding when to get in a trade, when to get out of trade. All right. You have a goal. What is your goal? It needs to be specific. What's your goal? My goal is to make money. Duh. What's your goal? You have to start with the clear picture. Start with the end in mind. What's the goal? The goal is to be consistent. Okay, great. The goal is to be consistent. That's the goal. Consistent. You hear it all the time. Consistently profitable trader. Blah, 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 blah. Consistent. Okay, cool. But what does it look like to you? Some traders say, if I can make 2 successful trades a day, every day for the rest of my life, that is a consistent trader. And I'm telling you, that is a consistent trader. Now, it doesn't help if you lose 8 trades a day, but if you win 2 trades a day and that's all you take, you are at 100% win rate and you've won them. Well, KD, I want to get 100%. I don't care about the percentage that you want. What do you want? What's the goal? The goal is consistent trader. Number 1, boom. All right. What does a consistent trader look like for you? Well, I want to win, no money involved. I want to win, 5 trades a day. All right, cool. Now, how do you know that's realistic for you? How do you know you can do that? We go back to the weight loss. You have to talk to experts. You have to really understand, all right, cool. Is this a proper goal for me? Let me talk to some folks. Let me do some research. Oh, you know what? All these folks giving me advice, they don't have full-time jobs. Or all these folks giving me advice, they've got 10 years in the market. All these folks giving me advice, they've got this and this and this and this. Even if you read beautiful, this, and if I'm lying, I'm dying. You can research this statement. I know it's out there. Even if you read Trading in the Zone. Have you heard of that book? Anybody heard that book? I know you have. Trading in the Zone, Mark Douglas. You read that book, right? Even Mark Douglas says at one point, he had to rewrite that book because he wrote it from the wrong perspective. Have you ever heard him say that? Even Mark Douglas says he made a lot of assumptions that people were already at a certain level when he wrote that book. Did you know that? You can look it up. His statements are out there. He even said, it's an incredible book, but he even made some assumptions like, you know what? People will already know this. But what he found out over years is that no, they don't know what you're talking about. They have no clue. You wrote that from the perspective of a professional trader. So it's a great book to read, but it ain't for you at the early stages just yet. Just yet. So even Mark said, you know what? And guess who? What? You know the guy, what's his John from Simpler Trading? That guy knew Mark. And all these guys been trading for years in multiple different platforms. And I'm telling you, you have to listen to professionals and come to the conclusion of how the goal, or if that goal is for you. And just engineer it. All right, so cool. So maybe 5 trades, it takes you some time to get there. So why don't you just start 1 or 2? Is that fair? Is it fair to say, I'm gonna trade the day, and I'm gonna look for 2 solid setups, and that's it. Okay, cool. So now we've got a little more definition. Okay, a consistently profitable trader. For me, because I got kids, I got family, I got job, or you got something else going against you, I don't have a lot of time. You got to be realistic. Okay, cool. 2 trades. Now, here's the thing. Here's what a lot of traders do. They say, I'm going to make 2 trades in the morning. That's the worst thing you can do. That's the worst thing you can say. You don't know if your opportunity is always going to come in the morning. Likely, there's a high probability you'll get it, but you don't know. So be prepared to just trade. If you don't get it that morning, okay, you didn't get it. But you can't put a time parameter. Again, you don't know what you don't know. So what you're doing is you are actually building a proper goal. You're building what a consistent trader for you looks like. All right. And we're using the analogy of losing weight. So what did we do in the beginning? We went to a lot of professionals. We came to the conclusion of what the goal should be for me, the trader, the new trader, and how it should look. My overarching goal for trading, consistent trader. After talking to a number of traders and looking online, I feel that I'm not nowhere near their level. I'm not a professional, or I haven't been doing this for 10 years or 5 or whatever the case is. You know what? These guys are rocking out with like 5 or 10 trades a day. Some of them are over trading. You know what? I'm just going to keep it down to 1 or 2 or 3. Okay, cool. Now, what? Now let's go to our SWOT. What is my strength? My strength. Everyone has strengths that translate and can work in the market. What's my strength? Okay. My strength is, you know what? I will research. I will do the work. I will dig deep. I will pay. Some people have different strengths in different areas that will allow them to be successful even faster in the market. I can consume data fast. I'm a reader, right? I'll take. I've got 2 hours every day to trade in a sim environment or an application or get my skills. Whatever it is. That's your strength for now. Now it'll have to change, but you got to start with somewhere. All right, that's my right. And then as you go, okay, I got the training now. Reading the levels, level to level. I'm patient. I'm content. All these things are strengths. All right, that will help you. All right, but now hold on. What's my weakness? Man, I'm kind of greedy. You got to write it down. I'm super fearful. I keep blowing up my account because these other issues, right? Whatever the case is. All right, what opportunity? What opportunity do you have at your disposal that can give you an edge? All right, so the first thing is you got some coaching. That's an edge. You got some men. You're not out here in the wild, wild west doing it by yourself. You're in a solid place, solid people, solid Discord. Okay, cool. And then you write down other things. Maybe you got a coach in the house. Maybe your wife or husband or whoever. Somebody else is helping you out. And then threats. What could prevent you? Okay, well, you know what? When I blow up my account, I get discouraged. When I take bad trades, I go on these tears of bad trades. So that can discourage me. Or, you know what? I don't have a lot of money. So I'm at the threat of losing this. So I better, scale down. That could discourage. Write it down. Write it down. Now that you've got all of that, you've got your goal, you know what's in front of you, what will work. Then you put together a proper setup that you like, that when you see this setup, you feel an overwhelming amount of confidence. And you say to yourself, the same thing you hear KD say, I've got to take this trade. I've got to take this trade. When you do not take a trade, unless you say to yourself, I've got to take it. I have to take this trade. I have to. When you are thoroughly convinced, and if you're being honest and you look back at your trades, the ones where you were thoroughly convinced, you won. You're probably 100%, 10 out of 10 on every trade. You are thoroughly convinced in this Discord. I'm telling you, I know it. because we're not taking trash trades. We're not taking risky trades. We're taking the setups we see. And if it doesn't work out immediately, 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5, it comes around in the next 15 minutes and you're in profit. So this is what will help you as you move forward. I need you to think of trading as losing weight. And what do I mean? The ultimate thing, you haven't even put any work in yet, have you? You've only written down the preliminaries. Now we go back to the first analogy. We've got everything written down, strengths and weaknesses. What's the main step? What's the main step of losing weight? What's the main thing you have to do? In addition to eating right, you're going to lose 50. You got to get your heart rate up. You got to get your heart rate up. You will not lose weight unless your heart rate goes up to burn calories. You have to, right? Now, folks who have different metabolic, or metabolisms and different makeups, they can lose weight, a little bit of it, from diet. They can. It's possible to do that. But if you want to tone and look magazine ready, you can't do it unless that heart rate goes up to burn. So what does it mean? It means exercise. Exercise. Say it with me. Exercise. Exercise. So the idea here is every trade should be an exercise, because unless you exercise, you will never get to your goal of losing weight. And so when it's talking about trading, unless you treat each trade as an exercise, pushing weights, getting the heart rate up, working out, exercise, you will never get to your goal. And your goal is to be a consistently profitable trader. Therefore, treat every trade as an exercise. An exercise. Now, what does an exercise look like? There is a series of check systems for every exercise, right? Right? There's a proper way and an improper way to use a workout machine, right? If you use it the improper way, you hurt yourself. You can do permanent damage, and you will, at some point, ultimately, you're going to fail. You're just going to stop. Just going to stop. But if you do it the right way, isn't it true that you feel immediate success? Even if you only lost 1 pound, you're like, man, this feels great. And isn't it also true after a while, you're in the routine and you can then begin to push more weight? When you're in the market, you've got your setup that you like. You've defined your goal. You've got your target. You've got your time frame. You have your strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and your threats. You understand what you're trying to accomplish. You understand it's reasonable. Now you are going to exercise. You're going to put into practice the goal. That's really what you're doing when you exercise something. So if you are going to come out of the day profitable every single day, your trades have to be a series of exercises. That's it. And this exercise that we just did here on SPY at 12, what time was that? About 11:45, 12 o'clock, 11:45, 11:48, right? This exercise that we just did here was a standard 3 to 4 candle break. It was a rejection, and I asked you, where did the trade start? And that's why before I started, I asked you the question, is there a trade here? And some of you guys said no. Is there a trade here? No. Well, the trade hadn't broke out yet, but you did see price action showing that there was weakness at 39239, and a trade had manifested itself by about 11:45. So the idea is, let me go ahead and just take this thing level to level, 3-4 candle break, and I'm good. There's a high probability. That's the exercise. That's how it works. All right. So every trade, when you're in the market, no longer think of it as a stock market. Just think of it as a gym. You're coming in, you're working out. Push a couple weight, work out, perform the exercises the right way, and you'll get to your goal. Just perform the exercises the right way, and you will get there. Just a little something to help you of how, even when talking to you right now, I can trade and train you and still come into a move and understand where we're going and hold with ease because it's just an exercise for me. That's all it is. It's just, all right, if we break down here based on the weakness above, there's a high probability I come down to 390.43. That's it. It's just an exercise. So don't worry about the money. Now, a conversation for another day is how you feel about money. That's what prevents people, whether we want to admit it tonight or not. Money is emotional. Whether you want to admit it or not, money, the having it and the not having it, it's emotional. Because people tie money to security. Therefore, you tie your money making vehicle to security, or your money making opportunity to security, which is why people can work on a job for years, never quit, never go anywhere, never do anything, but let that job lay them off. Man, they're bad mouthing that. Oh, they don't care about you. You hear that all the time, don't you? You hear that all the time in corporate America. They don't care about you. Should they? I mean, within reason, from a humanitarian standpoint, yeah. But this is an equal trade-off. Time for money. What else do you expect a job to provide? Happiness? No. But subconsciously, people say, well, you know what? This is my money-making vehicle. I make money with this thing. Therefore, and money is emotional. So they get attached to these things. You have some people that work so much. They just work and work and work. It's because they need to change their view on money. I'm not saying it's not important. It is. I come from a very humble background. Definitely, money is very, very important, right? Especially in this day and age. I'm not saying that, but your view on it is more important. And I am telling you, it translates to the market. People saying they don't want to be wrong. That's not true. You really don't want to lose money. That's really what it is. I don't like being wrong. Well, stop it. Because you're wrong all the time. You're wrong all the time. You don't believe me? Ask your wife. You're wrong all the time, right? Guys, fellas, we're wrong all the time. Always wrong. I can't tell you how many businesses I've gotten involved in or started up or bad decisions I've made over life. I'm always wrong. So it's not about being wrong. It's about you don't want to lose the little dime you got out there and you want to feel some kind of power. That's all it is. And I am telling you, just change. So to do that, treat each trade as an exercise. That's it. This capital here is just working for you. And your job is just to put it in the best position on the screen. You just looking on your screen, your computer screen. It's to put the capital in the best position to work for you. But the only way to get there, have your goals, have it clearly established, be realistic, do a SWOT assessment, set some SMART goals, be defined in what you do, and then treat each trade as an exercise. All right? It's the truth, Sonny. It's the truth. When traders tell me they don't want to be wrong, I buy it, but I'm not really buying that. I understand, but I'm not really buying that because there's a deeper issue, right? Everybody's wrong all the time. There's something you do every week. You're like, that's wrong. Made a wrong turn, right? Pressed the wrong button on my phone. It's always, so it's not about that. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's how you feel about money. And that's why you got into the market. There's plenty of things you can do to make money. There's plenty, you know it. There's plenty of things you can do to make money. But you're in this market, and I'm telling you why. Because you and I both know there's nothing you can do that can make money like the market. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Is it true? Is it true? Yes, it's true. So it is about the money. Now, for those who are retired and you're well along in life, you still don't want to lose your money. You may not be thirsty to get it, but you still don't want to lose your money. But it's always about the money. It's always about the money. And the reason you're in the market is because it provides the highest income potential of anything, just about anything, certainly anything legal on the face of the earth. Period. That's why. Otherwise, you'd be fine with your job, right? I mean, some of you guys that's listening to this, I'm sure you make substantial income. And some people don't. But you could. But why are you in the market? Because you want more. And you want more of something, either money or freedom or time. You want more. You want more. And all of those things translate to money. And you've tied all of that to your goals. So it's emotional. So that's the reason. All right. All right. That's enough. That's enough. Just a little chat here to help you understand that and really kind of get your bearings and understand how. And this really came about because someone in the Discord series, I think it was series, asked about, cutting those losses and, chasing stuff. And the reality is it's just an exercise. It's just an exercise. Okay. And this is the reason why, as we go, we're going to compartmentalize the Discord, because there's a group of people here who really want to dial in, and you need mental development in the market. I'm not talking about anything else in your life, although you can use those skills there, but you need the development to say, let me look at this thing a little differently, right? Let me look at this a little differently. And I've had to do it. We talked about it in the Mindset Mondays. Fluff has had to do it. Grant had to do it, and all of the others. We consistently do it. You got to work on how you view the market, and the mindset, the mental development, the trading psychology is all about changing your view of the market. So hopefully that helps. And, you can kind of grab some of that and run with it, and, keep crushing it in the market.